You're listening to the ChaosCast. I'm your host, Blair McLean, and with me, as always, is Taylor D. Rumus.
Whale jerky.
Lala Lamond.
Yo, what's up?
Shani Cullivan.
Alright.
And, without further ado...
Let's do it!
Okay, today's topic is Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. We are doing this a little late because of, problems keeping us from actually recording this episode, but it's still the most recent Sonic-related game to come out. So, basically, it's a lot like the prequel, which was Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, in that it has Sonic characters and All-Star characters from Sega games racing. Except now they transform. But for a less literal interpretation, the gameplay is very similar. The biggest change is that now there are 3 different modes you race in. You have the standard ground mode, which people did in the first game, that's how it was. But now there's also air and sea. And sea, you're in a boat, and air, you're on a plane, and your car transforms by going through transformation gates. And there are a few other minor gameplay things, like the All-Star moves work differently. Instead of having a meter, you collect a capsule, kind of like items from Super Mario Kart, as well as there being 17 new tracks and 4 favorite tracks from the previous games. As far as characters go, there's veterans, including Sonic the Hedgehog, Dr. Eggman, Miles, Tails Prower, Amy Rose, Knuckles the Echidna, Shadow the Hedgehog, Metal Sonic, Amigo, I think Alex Kidd, Beady Joe, Beat, Oolala, Me, and Xbox 360 avatars for Xboxes. I forgot to mention the Me is exclusively for Nintendo consoles, but that seems a little obvious, I would say. Newcomers include Vice, Gillis Thunderhead, Joe Musashi, Knights, Rila, Gum, Mimi, Pudding, Ages, The Tactician, The Deadly Assassin, as well as third-party characters including Danica Patrick, Wreck-It Ralph, and Heavy Spy and Pyro. So, that's big. Wreck-It Ralph is, of course, from the movie of the same name where Sonic himself made a cameo, and I highly recommend everybody watches it because it is just awesome.
It's not even out in the UK yet. It's not till,
8th of February.
Over there?
It's not yet. It's 8th of February or something. 8th February? Is that it?
Yes, 8th of February.
So you still haven't seen it?
Nope.
Oh well.
Well, somebody
By
put it
legal
on
means.
YouTube. Somebody put it on YouTube, but then it got removed. It was only up for a day.
Don't support piracy. It's bad. So anyway,
Unless you're watching One Piece.
so Taylor and I actually haven't played Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed yet, but Lala and Shani have, so what do you guys think of it?
It is awesome.
I think the boat and the plane are quite hard to control at first. I mean, when I started racing in the boat, it was really hard. I kept crashing everywhere.
I see. Who's your favorite characters to play as, do you think?
Shadow.
Well, obviously you, because...
Fangirl.
Yeah.
Sonic and Eggman.
I like Knuckles as well. He's awesome.
I like Knuckles' vehicle.
It's cool. It's
I've
really
never played as him, though. I've only ever played as Sonic and Shadow.
Yay!
This game.
Yeah. I gotta say, though, one thing I really like about this game is how, it's so accessible. There's so many different versions of it. It's easy to play this game. It's not like other games where they felt a little too exclusive. So that, this is a game anyone for pretty much any modern system can get, which is pretty good, especially PC. I like that they're starting to bring Sonic back to the PC. They had him there with some of the classic games got ports, because I think it's just there's no reason not to. So I think it'll really help. And I'm rambling, but, it's what I do. This whole podcast is just us rambling.
Mostly Blair.
But
Jonathan?
I will eat your heart out. Other Sonic things happening.
Well, there's meant to be like about 2 or 3 games out this year.
Yeah, Sega said that there are going to be at least 2 new games out this year. I expect they're probably going to be the next main series game and Sonic 4 Episode 3.
I would say that's a fair guess.
Yeah, I reckon that's the same. Sonic and Eggman as cowboys, how cool would that be?
Be pretty cool.
I mean, Eggman's already practiced his cowboy talk. He did it in Sonic Colors.
Yes.
Also, according to the Sonic the Hedgehog Facebook page, starting Saturday, Sonic X has been airing on Vortex at 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. in all U.S. time zones. I don't exactly know why, but it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, the reason it's happening right now is because a new company just got the rights for Sonic X, so they're just trying to milk it for all it's worth while they can.
Also, another thing that I guess is kind of relevant, still relatively old news, is Sonic Jump is now free on the iOS. So if you enjoy games with jumping in Sonic, it's probably good for you.
Yeah, it's a Sonic version of Doodle Jump. I think it was actually only free on the 31st of December.
Oh.
Because that's when I saw it. But, yeah, they did that a few days after giving away 2 new unlockable characters after fans of the game had collectively jumped as high as the moon.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty neat.
It's also available for Android, though I would think you'd have to pay for it since it's not mentioned as being free.
You would have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Forgot about Sonic Monopoly. That's out.
Oh, that looks so cool. I've seen
Actually, I'm not sure
pictures.
if that's actually out yet or if that's just almost out.
You can get on the Sonic merchandise website. That's all I know. I don't think you can actually buy it in a shop or
I
anything.
and I play like halfway through it and never play it again because I hate Monopoly.
It's an America exclusive as well.
You'll have to send us it.
We deserve it because, for like the first year, the Sonic merchandise store entirely was a UK exclusive, so
yeah.
Eat it.
Ow!
So, other stuff. Anybody else got any other Sonic news or statements they want to share?
Wow.
Can I say something about Transformed?
Yeah. Duh.
I actually watched a sort of interview with the guys at Sumo Digital, who obviously made the game, and they said that they wanted to make the game itself be like a sort of platformer adventure game, but with racing.
So kind of like a Diddy Kong Racing, almost.
I don't know.
You know what? Yeah, they look kind of similar to me.
Diddy Kong Racing, if you've never played it, it has like an adventure mode. But yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of like that idea. Like, you're still racing, it's still a racing game, but it's just completely mental, more or less. Also, the aspects of difficulty I loved a bit. It's the track is still the same, which makes it easier for you to sort of get used to it and build your skills up, which is fantastic. Also, when you level up, even if you lose a race, you still get points, therefore you still level up, which is kind of sort of merciful.
It makes you feel better if you lose.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're terrible for your first go, you still get points, therefore you still sort of feel good enough about it. And it does build your driving skills up as you go along. When you put the difficulty up to, it starts with C class, B class, A class.
The
difficulty and the mentality and the psychoticness of the drivers goes up. And it just becomes complete chaos. And
it's literally every man for himself. That's literally what it is.
Hey.
Yeah. And then
Wait.
There's no S class?
There is an
Yeah.
S-Class, but you have to unlock it.
Figured.
You have to complete the Grand Prix.
And that is just completely psycho.
If you complete every Grand Prix, you win Dr. Eggman as well. That's your prize, Dr. Eggman.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
The best prize in the world.
I forgot to mention with us as well, we have English Sonic as a special
Yeah.
star.
What's that?
So,
Nothing much.
English Sonic, how are you doing today?
It's showtime!
That doesn't make much sense. I don't really understand. That just sounds kind of wrong, actually. Anyway, so how do you feel about Sonic and All-Star Racing Transform?
Great!
Really, do you think it's gonna be a... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this joke. Just ignore it. Man,
Boo.
I wish I was a fish.
I have to say another thing about Transformed is when you win or lose is the animations that you get at your sort of screen where you watch yourself level up and show what stickers you've got. It is just so funny to watch what they do.
So there's stickers.
Stickers,
Yeah, you get a
like sort of
license.
trophies.
You can like decorate your license with different stickers.
Yeah.
That's
Like in the first game, you obviously got like your different coloured license. This game has that aspect as well. However, you also win trophies and as achievements for, say, the PlayStation version. You get stickers, and with that, you decorate your license. Like there's one that's a Rice Star, or one that's a hamburger for Item Hog is the name of that one.
You get a hamburger.
You get a hamburger.
Those are.
Hamburger.
And like they've got all different pictures. Like there's one called Genesis, and you get the werehog.
Oh.
And it's just a really cool aspect. I thought it was cool because you can decorate your license, but you still level up.
What's the funniest name you've seen for one of these achievements, do you think?
Race of Ages.
Yeah, because, Sega.
Yeah.
That track is so cool, by the way. You get the
Race
chance.
of Ages
It
is.
is.
I thought it
It's
was-
good. It takes Sega.
I love the fact that BD Joe's a racer,
Yeah.
because I love Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, that's pretty... well, it seems kind of obvious. How else would they,
In Crazy Taxi, and BD Joe was the best driver in Crazy Taxi, so...
Well, what I quite like about Transformed is, like, it's not just racing. There's loads of these challenges
It's
as well.
racing transformed.
There's challenges as well. They're quite difficult, but they're...
There should be
Yeah,
a boss
it just
fight
sort of gets
with the car turned into giant mechs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the challenges work the same as the races. You go up in difficulty until you collect stars, and then you unlock characters depending on how many stars you've got.
Also, some trivia. Sonic Universe issue 45 ties into this game and is actually considers this game in continuity with that issue. So, it also makes the first appearance of non-Sonic characters in the entire Archie comic continuity, which is pretty cool.
Can I ask a question to everybody who watches this video?
Sure.
If any Archie comic fans out there, if you know when Scourge is going to appear, let me know, because I'm on the edge of my seat, waiting for him to appear again.
She fancies him.
I do.
She's a furry. Laura's our weird one.
Well, I try.
They're replacing me.
Okay, we're all kind of weird. I don't know what to say. English Sonic, save me.
Oh, what a great view!
Yes. And that moves us on to our next topic.
Segway.
Yes, into our next topic, which that sounds really redundant. Anyway, favorite game, or favorite level in a Sonic the Hedgehog game. We'll start with Shani.
Okay. But I mentioned last time my favourite game was Sonic Unleashed. And I have to say my favourite level was the first level that sort of leaked or revealed, and that's Missouri Act 1.
Oh, and what do you like about it? Like,
the music is awesome. It's also a remix of the Sonic 1 for the Game Gear credits.
Mm-hmm.
And just because it was the first thing leaked, I remember staring at the sort of videos of it going, oh my god, this is going to be the best game ever. And it still is my favourite game, regardless.
That was one of the 2 levels that they advertised a lot.
Yeah.
Savannah Citadel and Dragon Road.
That's the one.
And
okay, and now Taylor.
Well, last time we recorded, I said my favorite game was Unleashed, but now it's Generations, and I'd have to say my favorite level out of that one is City Escape Act 2.
Okay. May I make a note real quick? Our last recordings don't exist to any of the people reading this because that was an entirely different thing. So you guys are referencing something that's going to confuse the hell out of people.
You're out of the loop.
No one's in the loop. You're going to alienate our viewers. Which is like one guy named Frank who accidentally listened to us. But anyway, continue.
Thank you, Frank. We love you. Whoever you may be.
Yeah, like City Escape. It wasn't my favorite level in Sonic Adventure 2. It was my second favorite level. My favorite was Metal Harbor. But I love Act 2 of City Escape in Generations because, to me, it feels like the level that manages to perfectly balance how original it is, yet how much it feels like the original level.
You said original a lot.
Yeah, original.
Okay, Lola.
Hello. Well, mine is a level from Generations as well. I mean, Generations isn't my favourite game. I'm not going to say my favourite Sonic game, because last time I did, you guys about killed me.
Yep.
But my favourite game level has to be Green Hill Zone as Modern Sonic, because it's just crazy. I mean, you play it as little retro and it's just nostalgia, but then you go as Modern Sonic and it's just crazy, because the controls are totally different and it just looks totally different and everything. Mad.
Yeah.
The rush.
I really liked it. Like, I remember the demo. I played the crap out of it when it first came out. I remember what I did. I had an arcade stick, and I hooked it up, and I played the demo with an arcade stick, which was really fun. But I think my favorite level, since it's my turn, I'm going to say something that's going to make a lot of people go, "Da hell," which is Chemical Plant Zone. The original.
The hell?
Yeah, original Chemical.
Yeah. I know, a lot of people really don't like it or think it's really hard, and it is difficult, but I don't know, I really like it.
So many childhood memories of getting killed.
Well,
yeah, it was difficult, but it's a good level.
Part of the reason I like it is because it's the level I played the most. Like, out of any Sonic game, I've probably played that level more times, especially when I was a kid, because I sucked even worse than I do now. But it's just a fun level. It's got a really great, memorable design and a good, music, as per the norm for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic 2 was just an awesome game.
Yeah.
It's the only game I've actually completed. I've not even completed Sonic 1, but I completed Sonic 2 quite easily.
Have you ever completed any of the modern Sonic games?
No.
Wow. I just finished the classic Sonic games.
I'm so ashamed.
I had to cheat and use an emulator with save states to do it because they are hard.
Well, I'm probably better playing classic games than I am the modern games, because I'm sort of used to the classic games, because that's what I used to play all the time. I've had more experience, so...
When I got into Sonic, they were just... I got into Sonic when it was, like, in the deepest, darkest hole of the modern Sonic games, and so I liked that.
You like deep, dark holes. That's what you say. So, yeah.
Like, I got in, like, right after 06 came out. And I used to think 06 was just the best thing ever.
I played the game since I was 3 years old, and I still suck.
Oh no, I'm good at 06. I just...
I love 06, okay? I don't care what you guys say, I love it.
I'm not insulting you, I'm insulting the things you love.
Yeah.
Like, let's not do what happened last time. I was nearly crying.
I will come over there and
you bullied me.
now.
We're not going to talk about all the reasons why 06 is wrong.
It was a rushed game, come on, you have to give them credit, it was rushed.
Well, yeah,
It was rushed, but just because something is an excuse
You
to
try and do better
not
then.
bad, but we're going to just not talk about this.
Segue.
Yeah, because anyone who believes it's bad knows why they believe it's bad and don't need to have it explained to them. Anyway, anything else anyone have to add? I mean,
I don't care if I do.
Sure.
I like Sky Chase Zone
Sky Chase Zone?
from Sonic 2. Sky Chase
It's
Zone
pretty
is a
cool.
fun level.
Yeah. I like Sky Sanctuary, too.
Sky Sanctuary, yeah. I think
I
my favorite out of
really
S3
love Sky Sanctuary's remix in Generations. Both of them are just so cool.
One thing that I picked up while I was playing through the game for like the 30th time, at the beginning of Act 2, there are 2 levels that have a different version of the song that plays only while you're boosting, and the only real difference between it is it has extra guitar than the normal modern version of the song. And with Sky Sanctuary Act 2, it doesn't matter whether you start the level boosting or not, the level theme starts off as the boost remix. And then after you jump off the rails, it turns to the normal remix.
What?
Yeah, my favorite out of S3 and Knuckles is Flying Battery Zone.
Why?
Because it's cool.
No, I mean, I want you to give me a legitimate answer.
I don't know. I mean, it felt like a level I hated from Sonic 2, but I really loved the theme. It looked really cool, and then I liked the mini-boss where you fought one of the capsules that held all the little animals, and that turned into a robot, and you had to fight that.
Yeah, that was pretty clever. Well, this episode seems pretty short. I guess...
It's the first episode, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, there isn't really a ton going on in the world of Sonic right now. So I guess we'll cut it off now. I've been Blair McLean.
I like chips.
He's been Taylor Wimmis.
I've been high as a kite.
That was Lola.
I've been here.
That was Shani. This is the ChaosCast saying...
That's all for today.
Goodbye.